I want to welcome you back to another video, and if it's your first time here, my name is Young Fizz. I also go by Mr. Dope Status on Instagram. I make a lot of helpful machine tutorials as well as other audio-related content. But for this video, what I want to do is focus in on the Maschine Plus as well as the Maschine, and just kind of show you the launch key here and talk to you about my everyday workflow. So if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the bell notifications so whenever I drop a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. So without further delay, let's get into the video, which is going to be all about my workflow day to day. So I just kind of want to start off with the beat, working on the beat in the session here. And let's just go ahead and place a little bit of it. All right, so when I begin a session, I like to start off with this scene here. You can always add scenes by clicking this plus symbol here, and that's going to create another scene. You can do right click, you can modify it, append a song, rename it, color it, duplicate it. But right now I'm just going to delete it. But that is how you create a scene inside of the Maschine. Now you can also do it by just simply hitting the scene button on the keyboard and hitting create. It does the exact same thing. We're going to undo that as well. But the thing I like about the Maschine and my everyday workflow, it just allows me to really get my ideas out fast. So say, for example, I have this beat and I want to modify something from the drums. So I can just go to group B, I just hit B here, and then I can go to the pattern, and then I can simply create a new pattern just by simply hitting the next pad over to create a new pattern. I can change the length if I want to, or I can leave it to auto. So if I want it to be 8 bars, I can do that. Or I can just leave it to 1, 2, 3, 4, however I want to, right? So let's say, for example, if I want to do 8 bars and I want to program another beat from here, I can do so. So we're going to hit shift record. But before I do that, I want to make sure I'm in pad mode so I can see my sounds. Right, so it makes it really easy to kind of get your different ideas out. So say, for example, if I don't like that, I can just do shift undo. Maybe I don't want this pattern here, so I can go back to my pattern. We're gonna do, let's go ahead and delete this one here. And to delete it, all I have to do is just hit delete since it's already selected, and we're back to pattern 1. But what I want to experiment, for example, is if I want to kind of switch up the hi-hat patterns, what I can do is duplicate it. So I just hit duplicate button, I hold it. We're gonna click number 1 and then number 2, and that's gonna create another pattern. It's gonna duplicate the pattern, and then I could freely adjust the different hi-hats. So let's check it out. Drop that in there. So maybe I don't like it, I can just go on to the next one, or I can just simply delete it. So say, for example, I don't want that at all. I just go back to my pattern and I just hit delete, and I'm back to the pattern number 1. So just real easy to work in Maschine. If you have an idea, you can just simply create patterns and scenes to basically keep your ideas organized. Let me go back over to the instruments here. I do want to talk about the cheat code, which is ignition keys. And if you guys haven't picked up ignition keys right now, Native Instruments has their cyber season sale. So go over to the website. I'm gonna leave the link down in the description box below, where you can basically find out more information. So ignition keys is a play series. I'm gonna click this magnifier glass here. That's gonna open up my library, and I can go through some of the sounds. Just a lot of different amazing sounds. And with this beat, I'm just gonna mute this here, mute that there, and we're gonna focus in on some of the sounds I'm using from Ignition Keys. So this first one here, is that the first one? Yes, that was the first one. So let's go back. You can see this one's called Strange Love. And that's going to be my main melody here. So if we play this, so just a real simple melody. Now, if I come down to the second one, it's just an accent sound. And then I'll open up Ignition Keys for this one here. This one's called W Lit. And again, I'm just kind of playing maybe a couple notes. But it sounds good if you play chords with it as well. So let's take a listen to what that is doing. So just real simple, an accent melody. Go back here. We're going to enable these two and take a listen. And then this last sound here is again Ignition Keys. You can tell with this session, I just wanted to experiment with Ignition Keys. And we have this here. I think it sounds better in the higher register. It almost sounds like some Christmas, but these are bells and it's kind of accents over the top of the melody. So if I play it together, so just real simple. And that's pretty much what I have so far. But what I like to do is kind of take this a little bit step further. So I like to start beefing up the drums. Let's go to the drums again. So I have my kick, I have my clap, and I have my hi-hat. Let's start off with the hi-hat, because one of the things I like to do for the hi-hat, I think I made a tutorial on this before, but it's called the auto pan technique. And what I'll do is I'll come over here to the LFO. There's different tabs, so you'll see voice settings, pitch envelope, effects filter, modulations, and you have LFO. Then you have the velocity and the mod wheel, but right now we're going to stick to the LFO. And I like to take this pan here and turn this knob. See how it's starting to add some movement to the hi-hat? So if I solo this here, listen again. This is with it just up the middle. And then if I pan it, it kind of just moves left and the right, just kind of giving like some stereo depth. A little bit too much, so bring it down just a little bit. So that's one of the things that I like to do when using kind of like a tool built inside a Maschine. And you can also do the same thing with the pitch. Sometimes I'll mess with this just very little. I'll hold down shift on my keyboard for fine tuning. Maybe about right there. And then sometimes I'll bump up the drive just a little bit. You don't want it to be too noticeable, just so it's just kind of different. because you just want to kind of get the groove going just so it feels good. Kind of get in the pockets to where you know it's going to sound really good. Another thing I like to do is beef up the kicks. I have Neutron 5, and one of the things that I've been using from Neutron is this clipper, and we'll go ahead and instantiate that. And this is what it looks like here. And what I like to do is I will bring down the threshold. So let me solo up number 1. We'll just play it and slowly bring down the threshold. See how it's kind of changing the tonality of the kick? And I'll just bring it up just a little bit. And I like to use this soft clip boost. And then if we use the delta button, we can hear exactly what it's adding to the track. Or the kick rather. So if I remove this, that's what we have there. Then we have after, and then so it's just adding that extra little punch. And then sometimes you have to go back in here, add an EQ and boost some of that low end that we kind of lost with the clipper. So if I do that, I'll just add a little bit of low end, and I like to add maybe about 80, sometimes 50, just kind of depends. But I think for this track, I have a 808, and I'll show you that in a second. Yeah, a little bit too much. We'll just kind of boost this a little bit. And then if we add it back in, and then another thing is that I have this 808 on group C, and a lot of times I like to stay organized, so we should be naming these as we go. So we'll change this to 808, and then I'll have this as drums. There we go. Oops, don't need that. And then we'll have this as the instruments. We'll just put INST for instruments so we know exactly what it is. Which kind of makes it visually more pleasing to the eye, that I can see exactly what I'm switching to. Kind of makes the workflow a little bit smoother. So we have the instruments, drums, 808, and you can see the different plugins I'm using here. I have a filter on there, and we also have this sub filter. But let's play it with both A and B muted. If you know about that 808, you know about the 808. One of the things that I want to show you is how I use the sidechain compressor to sort of move this 808 out the way. So every time that kick hits, this 808 is going to kind of duck down. So what I like to do is I'll add a compressor on the track that I want to lower. So this is going to be the 808. So every time that kick hits, the 808 is going to lower. So we're just going to add a standard compressor. And as you can see, there's 2 tabs. There's main, and then there's sidechain input. We want to make sure we're on the sidechain input. And then for source, what we're going to do is go down to where we have our kick, which is on group B, and then sound 1. So if you're not familiar how to read this, this is exactly how you do it. You say group B, that's 1, and then sound 1. So we're going to sidechain it to the kick drum, and that's going to be right here. So we have to unmute this, and then we're going to unmute this kick drum right here. And now we could simply adjust it. So as you can hear, that kick is kicking and that 808 is ducking. So let's just adjust some settings. like to go ahead and play with the music so I can hear everything going on. So you can kind of hear how it's moving that 808 out the way. So if I take this off, a little bit too aggressive. And if I instantiate it back in, the kick is more pronounced. And then if we need to, we can always turn up this 808 from right here. So that is kind of how I work inside of Maschine, just kind of taking a little bit at a time, adjusting things, kind of mixing as I go, unless I have like an idea that I'm constantly working with. This is pretty much my workflow. We have the library. You can always open this using the magnifier glass here and then kind of just scroll through some of the sounds. So that is pretty much what I wanted to share with this particular video. There is so much on sale right now for the Black Friday deals. Definitely check them out. I'm gonna leave a link in the description box below. Just click that link for the Cyber Season sale. And it's gonna be going on, I believe, until the end of the year because Native Instruments has so much stuff on sale, such as the Complete series. Whether you get the Standard, Ultimate, or Collector's Edition, it's 50% off. You have the Maschine Plus, great price. Maschine Mark III, great price. The thing I like about the launch key that I forgot to mention earlier was it has the NKS compatibility. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. And basically what that does allows you to control, if you have like Contact 8, you can kind of sync it together and go through some of your different sounds. So a lot of stuff to take advantage of. It's your boy Young Fizz, Mr. Dope Status on Instagram. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you on the next video, and we out.